It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Jaguars and the silver and black. And it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Southern Nevada and Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end U doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs competing for Super Bowls, have a legitimate #1 threat at the tight end position. It almost feels like if you don't have a tight end, your offense is missing a key piece. I know I'm biased, but at tight end U, man, we make no mistake about it. We think we are the most important position in football, and you're not going to convince me otherwise.
Here comes Amir Abdullah on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by the man from Purdue, their quarterback, Aiden O'Connell.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
Oh! And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. They'll stick with Madison. And let's give him about 4 on that one. It was Andre Cisco there to bring him down. An early test to start this one. 3rd and inches. Again, it's Madison. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. Able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. All he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On first down, a run with Madison. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Oh, yeah. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. They go play action. It's O'Connell. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
On 4th down, last year's All-Pro punter A.J. Cole on now for the Raiders. Back deep for Jacksonville, that's Devin Duvernay. Taken at the 19. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Jacksonville offense ready to go to work for the first time. They're led out by the man who won a national title at Alabama. Quarterback's the former first-round pick, Mac Jones.
I think when you break down this game, Mike, I think it's really quite simple. I think it really comes down to the age-old, hey, be balanced on offense. Can their passing attack and rushing attack complement each other? Because what that does is it makes the defense defend the entire field. And then the #1 goal of every team every week in the NFL, no self-inflicted negatives. That's tackles for loss, sacks, and then, of course, the most important one, don't turn the ball over.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now, Jones. That's complete. It's Parker Washington. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. 0-0 is the score. And we're back in Vegas after this. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Jones. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it, but he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's ETN. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Once again, it's ETN. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jones. Open man, that's Duvernay. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
2 minutes to play. Still searching for our first points of the half. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. Shotgun now for Jones. That's hauled in at the 2. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
So 3-0 our score, and we are set for the dynamic kickoff. Abdullah now to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense ready now for their second drive. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, O'Connell. This one into the hands of Marshall. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. O'Connell to throw. The ball's out. The Jaguars have it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. Wow, Greg, never a good time to turn the ball over, but in the final minute of the first half to give up a defensive touchdown, big mistake for the offense there.
Yeah, and we see so often teams love to go try to steal points before the half. They have this aggressive mindset. They think it gives them a little bit of a momentum gain going into the halftime break. In this case, the aggressiveness backfires. Not only are they unable to score, but they cough it up and the defender takes it all the way back for 6.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars are out to a 10-0 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Raiders offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's O'Connell. He finds the rookie from Georgia, Brock Bowers. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Go right back to Bowers. He's got it again. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now O'Connell. He gets this one to Tucker. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
11 yards for number 11, and a 1st down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down. Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders are on the board just before halftime.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our halftime report. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Parker Washington. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Jaguars offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On play action, it's Jones. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw is Jones. That's caught once again by Ingram.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
On the give, it's ETN. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. Duvernay in motion. Jones going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And on that third down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up fourth down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Raiders offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Marshall is on the move. He'll get this out wide. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. Here's O'Connell. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
A second down throw for O'Connell. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Second down and 3. Off the play fake, it's O'Connell. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. To throw is O'Connell. Here's a screen set up for Madison. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And this defense plays it beautifully. They knock him back to the 7.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
In motion comes Thomas. Throwing, Jones. This one complete to Washington. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Here's Jones. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. Big gain, and that changes the complexion of this drive all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
They'll give it to Etienne on the option. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Throwing on 1st down is Jones. Now a screen set up for Etienne. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. On 2nd down, here's Etienne. And you'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. They'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. They put Strange in motion. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And now at 1:52, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. So, pressure kick coming, and here's Cam Little. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Abdullah now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They'll drop to throw. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Man in motion here is Tucker. On second down, O'Connell. That's caught left side by Bowers. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. They come to the line needing 6 yards for a first down. From the gun on third down, it's O'Connell.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's taken in, and they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for fourth down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
The most valuable real estate on the field, Mike, that every offense is trying to attack is the middle of the field. So when you have a tight end who's as good as this guy and you can get vertical down the middle, man, that is a nightmare for these defenses to deal with.
Here's first down. Out of the shotgun, O'Connell. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
That one caught by Tucker. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in.
And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They've fought till the end, but still will come up short. The final act now of this football game, the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So it is a win for our visitors, the Jaguars. They knew this would be a dogfight away from home, and they were right. But they come away with a hard-fought victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.